Hi everyone, hope you're doing amazing today. We're doing really well, thank you. My name is Carolina Fonseca Jimenez. I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace. And as you know, we help interpret dreams. The reason that we do that is because when we are interpreting them, we are listening to our subconscious, but also when we're sharing them with other people, we are connecting with them on a more profound level. So, okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. You know, last week I was a little bit like under the weather. I was a little bit of a mess, but this week feeling totally fine. I'm great. So, we made sure to promise last week that we were going to respond to all of our messages, and we've gotten through most of them, but I've got like 2 that I haven't responded to yet because these dreams are a little bit longer. So we're going to go ahead and just help with the dream interpretation over this video today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. The first dreamer sent us his dream sometime last week. And when you first hear it, it's going to sound a little bit kind of scary, but it's not scary. He assured us that he was not scared during the dream. So I'm like, okay, great. All right. So his dream, he was dreaming that he was in this house, and he was in this house with his ex-wife. Okay. And him and his ex-wife had been separated for like 9 years, but he was in this house with his ex-wife. And then there was also his child. He was there with his child and his ex-wife. He said that when he was in the house, he saw that they each had a room, 3 rooms, 1 room each, and then a bed was in each room. Okay, that's just what he remembers. Then he remembers that his room was by the bathroom. So he was in one of the rooms, and then when he was looking towards the door, he saw that the door was there, but then he saw that above the door was like a really big window. And he was just looking up there, and apparently while he was looking up there, he saw his ex-wife coming in through the window, but not like normal well, she didn't even come through the door. She came in through the window, but he said she looked like a cat, like she was on all 4s and like crawling back like this. And then whenever she came in, he said he wasn't afraid, that he was just like, what are you doing up there? And then he got a little bit freaked out. So he went ahead and he said to his son, he's like, come here. And then he also acknowledged his wife and like called her out by her name. And when he did that, she just turned her head like an owl, like a whole 360 degrees around, you know what I mean? So turned her head completely around and like looked at him, like very sternly looked at him in his eyes, and like just were staring at each other. And then he was freaked out and he was like, well, I don't want to sleep anywhere near her. He wasn't scared, but he was a little bit freaked out. And he's like, I don't even want to sleep here. I don't know where I'm going to sleep. And then boom, he wakes up. Okay. So what does this mean? Remember guys, whenever we help anyone interpret their dreams, we always want to make sure that we're understanding what they were feeling during the dreams, because the feeling that you're feeling during your dream, the emotion, that's going to help guide the interpretation, okay? Because remember, we all have a different dream language, so we can always just help guide the person, but only you specifically will know your specific dream language, okay? So for this gentleman, first of all, thank you for sending in your dream. And then I want to go ahead and get started with that. And it feels to me that in your dream, even though you and your wife have been separated, like you said, for 9 years, you're still trying to figure out how to best function as a family, right? And the house helps us represent that. Usually the house is a representation of the dreamer, right? So in this case, you as the dreamer are having your ex-wife there and your son there. Even though you 2 are separated, even though you share the child weekends or whatever it is that you do, you're seeing yourselves in this house, okay? So that lets us know that you're still wanting to work out the relationship. You want there to be a sense of unity with the family, okay? That's one of the messages that we get in the dream. But another thing that's really important to remember and to acknowledge is that you're looking at this door, right? Whenever you're looking at a door, if you're crossing the door, that lets you know that you're making changes. You're walking through something, going to a different room, making changes, right? But you're not doing that. You're in this room observing. You're observing the door. You're observing a way in and a way out, okay? And then all of a sudden, your ex-wife comes through the window. She doesn't come through the door. Normally people would come through the door, they would walk through the door, but the way that you're seeing her, you are seeing her like she's coming in through the window, and you say she's crawling like a cat on all 4s, okay? I don't know how you feel about cats, but think about how you feel about cats and use that to help you interpret that specific meaning, because that's how you're currently viewing your ex-wife, right? This dream is letting us know, more importantly than anything else, is that even though you want this family unity and family structure, you want to learn how to get along together with your ex-wife, But the more important thing here is that we're seeing that there are a lot of unresolved issues. And we know that there are unresolved issues because your wife is trying to get your attention. She's not coming in through the door and having a chat with you. She's not giving you a call over the phone. She's literally crawling on your ceiling through a big window above your door. She is not doing anything conventionally. She's like wanting to get your attention. And on top of that, you said she's looking at you like stern in the eyes, so much so that she's like turning her head 360 to get your attention and look directly at you, okay? So I invite you to think about this, to think about what is it that that's happened in the relationship where maybe you didn't pay attention, or maybe you might have missed something. What is it that you're missing in this, right? Because there's obviously a conversation that needs to be had there. There's something that is still unresolved, and that is what the dream is telling us. So I want to congratulate you for having this dream, remembering your dream, and accepting it without fear, because that's really important. When you were telling me about her head turning like this, like an owl, that to a lot of people would have scared them. But it sounds like you're trying to stay neutral, okay? You're trying to stay neutral through this. It's a reflection of how you've stayed neutral through a lot of the time in your relationship with her, right? You tried to stay neutral, try to make things work, and you still want to make things work, but there's something that we're missing, okay? There's something that we're missing, and we need to make sure that we find out what that is, because there's a lot of unresolved issues there, and that's why you're viewing your ex-wife in such a way, right? So anyway, congratulations for remembering your dream, and keep on having dreams like this and interpreting them with neutral energy, right? With loving energy, if anything else. So thank you for sending that one. Okay, our second one that we have was from an older woman. She says that she saw herself in the forest, right? She was in the forest and she saw really big, beautiful green trees, and she saw just beautiful flowers all around her, but she wasn't alone. She was with her mother, okay? She was with her mother. So her and her mother like walking around in the forest and just having a good old time. And you say that in this dream that you were just feeling happy and you were like content, you were calm, all of that good stuff. So that dream is actually really wonderful. Oh, and the last piece is that you said that when you were walking with your mom that you saw like this really big dog, but you liked the dog and it was just like really big, and you were just like, wow, that's a really big dog. You didn't talk to it, you didn't pet it, but you saw it. Okay, so when we're looking at a dream like this, guys, all of the energy is pointing in positive, kind of loving, wonderful energy, right? So I don't know how your relationship was with your mom or how it's been or anything, but in the dream, it's letting you know that there is going to be some growing that you are going to do together with her, okay? And we know this why? Because of the trees that you're seeing there, the trees that you say that are so big and so lush, and you're seeing these flowers. This lets us know that there's going to be a lot of nurturing going on. There's going to be a lot of growing, okay? And you're not going to do it alone. You're going to do it with your mother. That is why you two are together on this path exploring the forest, right? And now, whenever you're dreaming of a dog, it depends if you like dogs. If you like dogs, then this is a very good omen for you, because whenever we're dreaming about dogs, typically it's about friendships, right? It's about friendships, it's about people, and it's about those loyal, trusting friends that you have, right? So you saw this big, wonderful dog, and you and your mom both are like acknowledging it, right? So that lets us know that there's an opportunity for new friendships to develop, new, more trusting relationships and stronger bonds. So this is just a wonderful dream, and it's absolutely beautiful that you're going to have this opportunity to grow closer with your mom and to really nurture that relationship. So whatever your relationship looked like before with her, just know that this is pointing you all in the right direction, and there's a lot of growing that you two will be doing together. So congratulations. All right, guys, so those are the two dreams that we're interpreting today. The others, we've answered all of them, so we've done really good on that. But guys, I want to remind you that whenever you're interpreting your own dreams or helping someone else interpret their dreams, remember that their feelings, the emotions that they're feeling during those dreams are always going to be the key in understanding the dream language and understanding what the dream is trying to tell you. So keep working on that. And also be aware that we're going to start our dream circles very soon. So if you are in the NC area, send us a message so that you can be included on our little list. And that way you can come and join us on our dream circles. We may do meetings like once or twice a month. But guys, I send you love, unity, and peace. Let's keep working on that every single day of our lives. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.